Sometimes when you stitch, your stitches don't always turn out like they show on the screen. This is a stitch from the K menu, number 3, so page 3, stitch number 44. Now when I stitched it out once before, if I don't have the right stabilizer or something's just not stitching out, sometimes even just stitching on fleece, which is kind of a squishy fabric, the balance of the stitch is not coming together the way you want it to look. Sometimes the stitches kind of squish together, they're just not formed as pretty as you have seen them maybe on other fabrics. Even stitching on corduroy with all those bumps, it makes it really hard for the decorative stitches to come out perfect. So to adjust the balance, this is really easy. You go ahead and stitch it on the fabric you're going to stitch it on with your project. You're going to take the look of this and we're going to tell the machine what the problem is. Here's how we do it. We're going to come up to the Diamond menu, touch the settings, and go into the very first option called Stitch Settings, the one with the little zigzag. You'll notice that of the stitch you were on, it brings it in here. So we're going to tell the machine, or I should say show the machine the problem so it can compensate and fix it. So right now, instead of this being kind of all spread out, it's kind of squished together. So if I go ahead and start to push the plus, what it does is it kind of squishes the stitch together. And I'm going to, right here it's kind of overlapped. So I'm going to go ahead and do it a little bit more. There we go, kind of along that line, maybe just a touch more. Then, by touching OK, when the machine goes to stitch, it will compensate knowing this is the problem and it will spread it back out to be the final fix. So it actually is smart and knows how to adjust the forward and reverse feeding to get the perfect stitch. So you probably don't need to use the balance a lot, but when you are using the right stabilizer and you've supported your fabric for these weird wild stitches and you don't get the right results, you can always let the machine know that you have a problem so it can fix it.